Okay, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Time to reconvene this meeting. First item, we're going to have a motion here to direct staff to proceed with a potential land acquisition. This was an item that was talked about in our closed meeting. May I have a seconder? Deputy Mayor McIntosh, all in favor? Opposed? Mr. Peters is opposed. Okay, let's move on to singing our national anthem. If you're able to stand. May I have a motion to adopt the minutes of the October 22nd meeting? Councillor Taylor, or sorry, Councillor Andrews, and seconded by Councillor Post. All in favor? Thank you. All right, staff reports. We have a recommendation that report CAO 2019-010 regarding question and answers regarding the police services be received. Councillor Peters.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This isn't about the report itself, but perhaps for the benefit of the public, and I had asked Mr. Brennan this question earlier, but perhaps through you to Mr. Brennan, could you comment on how long the town will be accepting questions through that email method?
Mr. Brennan.
Your Worship, through you, the town will continue to accept questions on that email account, oppcosting@orangeville.ca, until at least November 11th, when the CAO makes recommendations to council. And if there's going to be a lag between that period of time and when council makes its final decision, which got to be done before December 10th, if there's other questions that come in, we will make sure council's apprised of those questions as well.
Thank you. Any further questions from council? May I have a motion to receive this report? Councillor Peters, second by Councillor Taylor. All in favor? Thank you. Okay, 9.2. This is a recommendation that council receive the list of potential projects compiled by staff, introduce and or discuss alternative projects, and that council identify projects it wishes to pursue under the ICIP Stream 1 multipurpose category. The council directs staff to prepare an ICIP application based on a minimum Class D estimate, given the difficult timelines with the deadline for applications being November the 12th. And the council approve funding in the amount of $50,000 to obtain the necessary consulting and contract services to prepare a detailed application under Stream 1 multipurpose category. May I have a motion to approve this? I'm sorry, Councillor Peters.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 2 in a row. Fantastic initiative. I think we definitely need to pursue the grant. There's a lot of interesting things we can get out of it. One piece I'm not entirely comfortable with is potential changes to the library system. I would rather see those removed from this grant and focusing on the recreational aspects, but that's just sort of my opinion while we figure out other aspects that the library may need to consider and has larger implications. So I'd rather hold off on that piece specifically in the grant for those reasons.
Okay, I guess I'm curious because I thought we were going to ask for a bigger and grander kind of library at Alder as part of this project, and I think everybody was kind of interested in that potential. The other part of this is just a grant application which may or may not be approved, and I think the build-out has to occur by 2027. Is that correct, Mr. Osmond? So I think the application, I don't know if there's opportunity to for it to morph at all during the process, but we have to start somewhere. So, Councillor Peterson.
Yeah, I'll just say to that, I guess, that I agree we should be applying for as much as we think is potentially available to us and for all the things we'd like to do. What I would hate to see is we go through the application process for a larger project, decide to trim back for whatever reason, whether it's the library or anything else, and then have the grant removed because it didn't meet the expectations of the board that reviews the grant. So the project we come in with, I think, is best to be the project that we intend to build. And
I think we're all in a tough spot here because of timelines. I mean, the library board and the CEO of the library and the chair of the library board certainly going to be part of the consultation here, and hopefully, good things will come to improve our library system. So, Councillor Andrews.
Thank you very much, your mayor. The question was posed earlier, but just for the sake of our viewers who are watching online, for the sake of the gesture of having funding in the amount of approximately $50,000 to obtain the necessary consulting, what source of funding will this be coming from? This will be coming from either our reserve or another lined item. And again, just for those that are part of the general public who are curious about this.
Your worship, through you to Councillor, the funding as we see it right now would probably come from general reserve or possibly from a surplus at from 2019.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Any further comments from councillors? Okay. Can we have a recommendation to receive this and recommend approving this? Councillor Andrews, seconder, Councillor Post. All in favor? Opposed? Sorry, you're okay. Opposed? Councillor Peters is opposed. Okay. We've got some revised council calendar. We need to have a motion to receive the revised council calendar. Deputy Mayor McIntosh, seconded by Councillor Peters. Any questions, councillors, regarding this? All in favor? Okay, thank you. All right, item number 10, question period. Anybody in the audience would like to ask questions of council? Seeing none, we have no new business. We have a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council of the corporation of the town of Orangeville. Its regular and closed council meetings held on October 28th. May I have a motion for this? Councillor Taylor, seconded by Councillor Post. All in favor? Okay. Oh, we have new business items? I'm sorry. Are there any new business items, folks? Sorry. Okay, so motion to adjourn. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry, Councillor Post.
Thank you. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Westside Secondary School. I had the opportunity this past week to attend their Pink Day celebrations that they've been doing annually for the past number of years. And they did a phenomenal job. If you were at that school and not wearing pink, you definitely stood out. And at their latest tally, they've already counted up to $17,000 already raised for this year, which is being added on to their already high total of $160,000 that they've raised over the history of Pink Day. So it was inspiring to see all the young people really putting together something for the community, and some of that money will come back into our Headwaters Hospital as well, into the oncology projects at the hospital. So just wanted to give a shout out to the high school. If anybody missed it, go next year.
Very good. Okay, any other council business? Sorry, Councillor Taylor.
Thank you, Your Worship. just starting to dawn on me that this meeting feels quite bizarre. And it feels bizarre because we're gonna be leaving here in the next 5 minutes, it looks like. And I just think that the town should realize why are we doing this? And I don't know if you want to speak to it, Mr. Mayor, or not, but we had a change in our plans for this evening in terms of a scheduling with discussion regarding OPP and OPS. And that is why we're still having a meeting, because things were on the agenda and need to be covered. And the majority of that meeting was set aside for the policing discussion.
Right.
But it'll be nice to be home early.
Yeah, yeah. So it is unfortunate, but the consultant's report has been bumped to next Monday. We're hoping that it will be received at the end of this week and will be available online for the public to review by the end of this week. That's the plan. We also had a healthy closed meeting session. We had 2 hours before the open session started, so we did do some productive work this evening as well. Okay, with that being said, may I have a motion to adjourn? Deputy Mayor McIntosh, seconded by Councillor Andrews, all in favor? Okay, that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you.